No, I live in a house. I don't live on the street.
You know what, Paulette?
Okay, we're live.
I'm gonna get you.
All right. Call to order the Planning and Zoning Committee for Town of Pembroke Park. Call to order. I already did that, so now we go to the
Pledge of Allegiance.
stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
It's to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Ms. Cunningham,
Present.
Ms. Walker,
Present.
Chair Schrader.
Here.
We have quorum. One of the things that our attorney mentioned was that we can open it up now for public comment, just to see if there's anybody in the audience not that wants to speak. They're going to have another chance when they go for each item. So if you could just open up for public comment, please.
Okay. Anybody need to
You mean now?
make comments?
Do you mean now? This minute? Do you mean now? Do you mean this minute to open for comment?
Yeah, but they're going to do it again. But
Okay.
I'm not talking about you guys. This is for the public.
Okay.
And if there's no comments, then
Mr. Chair,
public comment.
thank you. State statutes require that public meetings offer a reasonable opportunity for the public to be heard. Now, also being a zoning meeting, each item will also have an opportunity for the public to be heard, but we just wanted to make sure that we were in compliance and that the floor was open for public comments at some point during this meeting, and then closed, and then, like, as the clerk said, for each item that will be considered today in the under the applications and public hearing section, those items will all be open for public comments as well.
There is no one for public comment, so you can now close it for public comment.
Okay, close public comments.
Okay.
Approval of minutes from October 5th. Somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes of October 5th?
I approve.
If you could talk into the mic, please. I'm sorry. You make a motion?
Yes.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I second it.
Okay.
Roll call.
Motion made by Ms. Cunningham, seconded by Ms. Walker. Chairman Schrader?
Yes.
Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Motion passes. Number 5, at the moment, there's no additions, deletions, withdrawals, or continuations on this agenda. We're now ready for 6.1.
What?
You're
We're-
ready
we're-
for 6.1?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're ready for.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the Planning and Zoning Board. My name is Mike Vondermeulen with Keith. I'm the town's consultant, town planner. And tonight, before you, this is the first application. It is a site plan. The case number is 22SP02. The applicant is Pembroke Park Holdings, Inc. The address is 4945 Southwest 41st Street. And this will be a site plan approval for 28 townhomes. And it is, the name of the project is called Pembroke Park Villas. In your package, you have our staff report, the site plan application, project narrative from the applicant, color renderings, a plat determination letter from Broward County, the proposed site plan, and the copy of the city's RM16 zoning code. I'm going to have a brief PowerPoint presentation just to go over the highlights of the site plan and the surrounding area, and then we can either have the applicant present, or if you have any questions, I'll be able to answer any questions you may have. Okay. So this request is for 28 townhomes. There are 3 stories, and each unit has a 1-car driveway and a 1-car garage, and then there are 3 additional guest spaces or spaces that are around the recreation area that is on the site plan. Do you want to go ahead and proceed? Here is an aerial of the site. Right now it's 2 parcels. There was like a large home on one of the parcels, and it was demolished. So this will allow for the construction of the 28 townhomes. Again, this is just another aerial shot on an angle, just showing you that the surrounding area is very similar. It's all either multifamily or townhomes. So this project should be very consistent and compatible with the area. The all access, okay, so here's the site plan. All access is obtained from County Line Road. It is a one-way in and a one-way out project. Yeah, you can go back to the site plan. I'm sorry. It's one way in, one way out. There are 7 units in each building, and essentially you have the U-shaped that helped this comply with a lot of the requirements from the fire department in terms of being able to get access into there to be able to fight fires as well. The site has quite a bit of open space, green space. You can see that on both corners. In fact, on the far northwest corner, you can see an additional paved area where they'll probably have some exercise equipment and things like that. There's also a small sign that is being proposed that is right on County Line Road. So staff is recommending approval. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you go through the renderings. This is one of the best parts about this project. So you can see the 3-story townhomes. You can see that there's a lot of articulation in the building. There's also 3rd-story balconies on these on the townhomes. And then I think there's a few more shots, a few more renderings. And the staff is recommending approval of this application. There are no waivers. There are no variances. This is a straight site plan approval. They have complied with all aspects of the code. We have 6 conditions of staff. And, these are all mainly a checklist items for the developer and for staff when they apply for the building permit to make sure that they've complied with, all of the town's requirements at the time of building permit. There was one additional item. It was just to give the applicant proper notice that County Line Road, half the road is the jurisdiction of Broward County, and the other half, the south half, is actually the jurisdiction of Miami-Dade County. So the applicant, we just want to make sure that they knew that they needed to contact both agencies when making improvements, striping, installing the new sidewalk along County Line Road. And that concludes my presentation. And the applicant is here to answer any questions you may have.
I have a question. When you're saying about the roads, the new paving of the roads or whatever it is, you're speaking on County Line. What about on 52nd?
There's
On 52nd?
there's no access on 52nd.
There's none, so where is the,
This is, if we go back to the aerial,
Isn't it up there?
there we go.
That one?
So the only access, as you can see, it's these two vacant pieces of land. The I want to be sure I'm on the microphone and on tape, sorry. So the closest road is Southwest 48th,
Okay.
and then,
Right there.
so you're thinking about the other one in County Line?
yeah, I know. That's
Oh,
why I
sorry,
got-
so this is,
Yeah.
On the right.
Oh,
Run straight across. Because I was
Okay,
confused.
so this is homes that's on count, that's being built off of County Line Road.
yes.
Oh, see, I'm confused with the one that's being built on 52nd.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, we know about that project. They haven't actually made a formal application yet.
oh, okay, all right.
Are there,
Okay, now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm done.
are there some other units there with the same name?
That's a good question, and I don't know.
Because I was over there looking the other day, and it seems like the name is the same on some other things.
On some, if there's a conflict and
So it's not
if
the
there's a
same-
copyright issue, that would have
So
to.
it's not the same company that already has something there.
I saw the applicant shaking their head, so that would be no.
No.
Yeah, so this would be a new developer, a new project.
And other question, will they be sold or will they be rentals?
Send them.
Yep, if you can come up to the the microphone, go ahead and state your name and address for the record, and then.
I'm Aderbal Neves. I'm the owner's rep. The first thought is to rent. Okay, so that's the first idea.
Now, and they'll all be the same square footage and all the same amount of.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. And
all.
what was the bedrooms, by the way?
What did
We
it?
have three bedrooms, and a rooftop that you can use like a large room and a full bathroom.
So 3 bedrooms and 3 baths?
Yes, 3 bedrooms, three and a half baths.
Wow.
3.5 baths.
Yeah,
Each kid have their own
That's
bathroom.
interesting.
yeah.
So the half, where is it located?
Sorry.
The half a bathroom. where
Yes,
is
on
it?
the first floor.
The first floor. That.
Yes.
Sure you want to put it up for rental?
Sorry.
Sure you want to put it up for rental?
Yes, the first. It's the first stop. So, but I don't know if the market pressure to buy, so maybe. I don't know.
Now, are you able to say what they're going for, rental-wise, or is that just something that doesn't apply?
I don't know yet. I'm just
Just, so.
I'm just the owner's rep.
Half bath, 3 bedrooms, it's probably out of my range.
Is this next to some homes that's there already?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Where exactly is it? I like
It's 48th, so it's
48th.
going towards.
by the laundromat.
Yeah. So it's side wide. I think it's what is the name from that corner condo that.
Yeah, he just showed there, I don't remember the name. There is other condominiums around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in front. I think it's in front of ET&T.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, AT&T
Exactly in
right
front. In
corner.
front of ET&T.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. They're very nice.
Yeah, I actually took a spin there the other day I was surprised the amount of housing that was around there.
Yeah.
I'm from the opposite end of towns.
Uh-huh.
I'm mobile home park.
Oh,
big-
A lot of, that's all I see where I'm at. So,
So it's close to the Milo, whatever it is, that big. Gated community complex, is it close to Milo?
You know where the AT&T is, right?
AT&T
But we go a
And
little
he's
bit further
in
down.
front, the other side of the street.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's right next to these apartments right here on the corner.
Yes,
whatever.
AT&T is in Dade County. Mm-hmm. And so
Thing is in
our
Dade
side,
Okay.
They're really nice.
So you have like, how many buildings? 7?
no, it's 4 buildings with,
For Billy.
with,
7
yes,
units.
with 7 units each.
Okay. So 14 and 14,
Very nice buildings.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 and 7, 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say to us?
No.
Okay,
No?
Okay, thank you very much.
okay.
Thank you.
Now, we open it up for public discussion?
Right. You open up the floor now for public comment.
Yeah, open the floor for any public discussion? None?
Okay. So now you just close.
Closed.
No, not like that.
Closed for public comment. So this is where somebody makes a motion,
Correct.
and the motion,
Mr. Chair?
Yeah.
At this point, if there's any deliberation or discussion amongst the board members, you may entertain that now.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, if a board member wishes to make a motion,
Yeah.
then you can move forward with that as well.
any discussion with the board?
Give me a minute.
Anybody? So the motion would be to approve 6.1? Anybody want to make a motion to approve 6.1?
I think they have.
Mr. Chair?
Discussion, hold
With
on.
it, so you would motion, you would entertain a motion to go ahead and approve 6.1, but with the recommendation
Mr. Chair,
by the plan.
as a recommending body, any motion would be a motion to recommend either approval or denial to the commission. Alternatively, you could also recommend to table items if you feel that, you need to receive more information. And that's at the board's discretion. So, but any motion to take action today would be, it would be a motion of recommendation, then of either approval or denial of each application
would
before
make-
you.
So basically, if you have any, do you have any
Yeah.
recommendation?
Well, not, Mr. Chair, you'd entertain, as a chair, you'd entertain motions from the board members. So you would you would ask if any board member wishes to make a motion on the item, and then a board member may make a motion at that point.
So would anybody on the board like to make a motion? And the wording of that motion would be to approve 6.1 with the
Would be,
town.
the motion would be a recommendation of
Yep.
either approval or denial of this to make a recommendation of either approval or denial of the application that's before you. So for instance,
Along with the recommendation
Of staff.
of the
Yeah.
town staff.
yes.
Is there a motion?
I can't do that, right?
No.
Yeah.
You can only second it, though.
Thing is, I don't have enough information, to be honest. Do you have 2 parking space? Or it's recommended? Which one?
Yes,
You have to.
Sorry. Yes, we have 2 parking spaces.
so there's, on the site plan, there's 2 parking spaces for every unit, which is the code requirement, and there's an additional 3 spaces on the property that
For
could be
guests.
used for guests.
How many?
For guests?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
3 on each section or 3 total?
3 total.
3 for each unit.
3 total.
No,
for
3
the-
total.
No,
3 total. Yeah.
two private spots for each unit, and 3 for guests from the
It's 5.
the development.
So that's, I mean, for 20.
So how many would that be for
28?
each building?
There isn't any. He's
There's
saying
any,
there's a
just
total
3
of
extra
3.
total.
Okay,
That's it.
I think
Extras.
I think they've gotten a little, okay, so it's not 5 for the whole project. It's per unit.
I asked him and he said no.
Yes, per unit.
Oh, yeah.
Each unit has 2 spaces.
Right.
Yeah.
And an additional 3 spaces for if you have guests come over.
So,
So it's a total of 5 per
yeah,
unit.
so there's a total of 56 spaces for the townhouses, and then the additional 3, so there's a total of 59 parking spaces.
Okay, let me get this
So each
straight.
one would have their 2 own spots and 59 other spots to choose.
No.
That would be, it'd be, each townhome has their 2 spots.
Let me see if I can simplify this. Okay, building A to C. Each one have 2 parking space.
Yes.
So within building A and to C, is there additional parking for that one?
Yeah, because
For guests?
the guest parking, it's like on the corner, the back corner, around the U that the street makes. So all guest parkings are on the back of the buildings.
I understand that, but is it confined to building A and C or from building A to building D?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's all. Can we show in the?
So I think what it is the guest spots is for whomever
Whoever.
lives there.
How
Yeah,
many
there's
is there?
There's no certain spot to park in as a guest for a building.
So you can see from the drawing that, so this would be the driveway space and the garage space. And then the three additional parking spaces are up here around the recreation. Yes.
So there's only.
And it's for the whole entire.
Yes, for the.
Okay.
units. Yeah. And that exceeds the town's code.
So this here is 1 unit. This here is 1 unit with 2 parking spaces.
Well, see this line here? So this is 1 unit. So they have the garage and the driveway, and then this unit, so the garage and the driveway.
Oh, so there's the 2
Correct.
two parking spots.
Yes.
So there's actually no guest spots for these units.
No, it's
that
Not
are-
around the
Not for each
residence.
individual.
Not
but
for
then
each individual.
Up here, but we have sidewalks that run on both sides.
to the extra parking.
Correct. Yeah.
So, how many dumpsters are there? Dumpsters?
We have on the front, and we are making the what is the waste?
Waste management?
Yeah. A gente pediu para ser dumpster ou para ser pickup na?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm asking help.
Hi, my name is Mary Leigh Romero. So we ask Waste Management to come and pick up the garbage so we don't have to have too many dumpsters in the property. So it's just gonna be like the green barrel that they come.
Okay, on the wheels, and
Yes,
right in
ma'am.
front of each home.
Yeah, you
Okay.
put in front of the
Okay.
recycle and garbage can, and then they come and pick up
So-
once or twice a week.
No big dumpsters?
No, ma'am.
That's,
No, ma'am.
I think that's a good thing.
Better.
It's better. I think that's great.
Okay.
Let me see if I can catch on to anything else. Look, these look good. What kind of roof does this building have, if you don't mind me asking?
It's tile roof.
Oh, tile roof.
Tile, yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay. Flat roof or?
Flat.
Okay. Nice. And definitely HOA,
HOA, yes, ma'am.
okay. With the clubhouse and everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to do the first application?
Pardon? Oh, no. I don't want to
Applications
rent.
are open.
You never know. I might know people who want to rent, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can pass it along.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Color. No French door. Hurricane windows?
For sure, ma'am.
Playground area, picnic area. Everything. You have any question, Evelyn?
No.
Okay. Okay. Do your thing, Gary. Okay.
Is there a motion?
Either you or her got to do the
The two of
motion.
us have to do it anyway.
What?
The two of us have to do it anyway.
Yeah, either you or her, I can't do it. I can only say.
Yeah. Okay, motion. Motion to go to,
You got to speak into the mic, please.
okay.
What was the wording you needed to hear?
Okay, the board, if a board member is prepared to make a motion, the board member may make a motion to recommend either approval or denial of the application. If it's an approval, then you're going to be recommending the approval with the conditions that the town's planner has recommended.
Don't forget that part. The town planner has made his recommendation.
Can't you just say what he said? Be simpler.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I could help you. I just don't want to presume what the motion's going to
Repeat
be.
again, because everybody talking at the same
Okay.
time, it's confusing.
Board member, if you're ready to make a motion, you can make a motion now you can make a motion to recommend to the commission either approval or denial, whatever it is that you'd want to make at this point. If it's an approval, then you'd make a motion to recommend approval of this application pursuant to the town planner's conditions. Or inclusive of the town's planner's conditions.
I recommend for
You make a motion.
motion to recommend for approval for the commissioner of the town continuation.
Okay, and you'd also like to, as a condition, include all of the town planner's conditions as well?
Condition for all the town planners and everyone that is involved.
Okay, we understand.
Second. Roll call?
Motion made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Chair Schrader. Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Chairman Schrader?
Yes.
Motion passes. Second item is 6.2.
Good evening again, Mr. Chair, members of the board, Mike Vondermeulen for the record. The next three items on the agenda are what we call text amendments. So they're going to essentially change the text of the city's or the town's code of ordinances. Each of these amends specific sections for specific reasons. And so I would just go through the first one, which is essentially a text amendment to Chapter 28, which is our zoning code, addressing non-conforming structures. To give you a little history on this, the Florida Department of Transportation approached the town. They want to make improvements to Interstate 95 and the off-ramps. Several years back, they were going to make some dramatic changes that would have affected a lot of those properties on Southwest 30th. I think the town essentially sent them away and said, do better. They have come back in the last year, and you have all the backup documentation from previous town commission meetings, where they have now shown the proposed improvements to Interstate 95 and the effects to specific property owners within the town of Pembroke Park that kind of front on I-95. The takings of land are somewhat very minor, but I mean, I don't own that property if the property owner may not think the same way. So FDOT, to make sure that they expedite the process for these proposed improvements, which would be a couple of years down the line, they first asked for a resolution from the town supporting this new design, which they received, I think, back in January. And then they've been working with the town attorney on drafting additional language. Now, the town already has code amendments and explanations on how to handle non-conforming buildings and non-conforming uses. So, give you a brief example of what non-conforming is say, you build this building in the 1960s, and then they widened the road and they've changed some other things, and the city changed their code and increased the setbacks, and all of a sudden, your building could not be built today. So essentially, that's a non-conforming building. Say you have a use. Give you a good example, something like a repair shop that is in B1. Repair shops are no longer permitted in B1. So you would, as long as you keep your occupational license active, you would be able to continue to use your property until such time as you don't want to use it anymore, and you either move out or go out of business or anything like that. So then the next use that comes into your building would need to comply with the city's code correctly. So they couldn't use the exact same use. So I'm trying to give you some brief explanations of what those are. So in this particular instance, FDOT is going to come in. They're going to take some property from some of the property owners in the town of Pembroke Park. They want to make sure that the non-conforming section of their code, especially as it relates to taking property from property owners for road widening projects, that they have a particular remediation that is spelt out. So the town attorney has been working with FDOT, and this is the language that has actually been brought forth. they've been trying to fast track this. So the town commission has already approved this on first reading. However, since this is an amendment to the zoning, and the Planning and Zoning Board stands as the local planning agency, it is appropriate for this board to provide the commission a recommendation. So in between the two meetings of the town, we scheduled this meeting so that you can provide a recommendation to the town commission before they make their final decision on second reading. And so I'm here, and Paul is here to answer any questions you may have in terms of this particular ordinance.
So question, you're saying that some of the building will be taken away from the owners, the previous the owners right now?
From what I see, it doesn't appear that they are taking any buildings. They will, the review of this is that they're going to be taking slivers of land and then maybe at the corner taking more land for essentially drainage retention of the off-ramp. So what happens though is that by taking that land, then they no longer meet the required setback from the property line. So they want to make sure that these folks, these people can still use their property, can still use the building, still use the building for proper purposes, and not lose that right to use the building just because they'd lost 2, 3, 5 feet of land that used to be there because the property line changed. But there, from what I see, is that there's actually no taking of any buildings per se. So there won't be any full purchase of a parcel, and the FDOT will not be coming in and tearing any buildings down. I think that was part of that original approval, and that's why they sent them back to make sure that these were the minimum amounts and that the businesses still remained intact.
And this is closer to 95.
Yes, this is the area between Pembroke, along I-90, so Southwest 30th Avenue, from Pembroke Road, so the north town line, all the way down to the south town line.
So we first open this up for
Public comment.
public comment. Any public comment? Okay, public comment's closed. So we need to make the same type of recommendation on 6.2, right?
Right. Evelyn.
I think she's looking at you.
Huh? No, I was looking at the difference of the how they're gonna make the extension. Like, you see there?
Oh, let me see. Where's that?
Yeah.
What page is that there?
In other words, give us
55.
51. Look on page 51, and you see how we are right now, but this is what it's going to be. If it's
So
if
it was
it's
this,
approved.
and this is how it is going to be now.
You see how they have that extra rail on the blue? You see the blue line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So this little part will be cut off.
more room.
More room. More room to go through.
Board members, just to make it clear, what you are considering today is not specifically what FDOT's plans are, but specifically what the text amendment to the town's code will be.
Is there a motion?
Go ahead, Paula.
No, you go ahead.
You already did it, so go on.
I don't remember what I said the first time. Evelyn, you do it this time.
You just doing a repeated comment.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
there are no conditions of staff, so this would just be a straight recommendation to the town commission.
Yeah.
You hear that? You just said something.
Why are you picking on me?
Well, because it's either you or her.
I recommend that this goes through
Well, you're
upon
making
the
a-
proof,
You're
upon
making a
the,
motion.
I make a motion to recommend,
Either approval or denial.
to approve
Okay.
upon the recommendation of the,
You're making a recommendation. Board member, if I may assist, you're making a recommendation of approval. It seems like you're making a recommendation of approval to the town commission for this item 6.2.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Is that correct?
I'll try again. I'll make a recommendation for
Motion.
a motion for 6.2
To recommend
to recommend to the town commissioner. upon
Approve?
approval.
Okay.
Approve
That's it.
and approval.
Roll call.
Well, there,
Or
I need a second.
Second. Second.
Need a second?
I second.
You seconded? Okay. So motion made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Chairman Schrader. Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Schrader?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Next item, 6.3.
before we read 6.3, Mr. Chair, when a motion's made, if you'd like to ask if anyone else would like to second the motion, you can all, no, if you'd like to ask if any other member would like to make a second, you can also do that as well.
What?
All right, good evening, Mr. Chair, again. This is going to be item 6.3. This is another text amendment. This is actually a text amendment to Chapter 13.5, which is actually what they call the town's land development code. It's where a lot of the process and procedures are located in the Code of Ordinances. So, the Florida Supreme Court, and this particular topic is quasi-judicial proceedings. So I'll briefly try to explain this and then answer any questions you may have. The Florida Supreme Court, I think back in the 90s, made a determination that if a particular property owner is affected by actions taken by a city or a town, that those proceedings are considered what they call quasi-judicial, not judicial in terms of a judge being there and lawyers all going through the process, but quasi-judicial meaning there should be some formal process where a person receives a fair hearing. And that's all this is trying to establish, is some processes and procedures to give everybody a fair chance when they come to this board and they come to the town commission. So the Supreme Court made that decision, and then the Florida legislature created some baseline requirements for that fair procedure. And those procedures are mainly when individual property owners are affected. So site plan approval, rezoning, site-specific land use plan amendments, almost everything, variance waivers, everything that comes to this board practically, except for legislation like this, is quasi-judicial. So there's a formal process set up. So if you do a site visit or if you talk to anybody outside the actual hearing, you just need to put it on the record to say, hey, I've had this discussion with the applicant's attorney. You just have to identify that. And then if you've gone out to the site and actually looked at the site, because I believe you looked at one of the sites today and you said, hey, I looked at this site. So that is what they want to do in this procedure. Along with that, they want to formalize the proceeding. So each person who testifies in front of you all and in front of the town commission needs to be sworn in. They can't come up here and bold-faced lie to you. They're supposed to swear and affirm that they're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help them God. And so you are able to take each person's word as sworn testimony that what they are providing you is factual, is not some off-the-cuff craziness or a flat-out lie. And as you know, so that is some of the process there
Of 6.3?
of 6.3. Yes. And then this also formalizes the notification processes. The town clerk already does all the notifications. We've been following this procedure all along, but this just establishes it in the section of the proper section of the code. And then lastly, when this board makes their motion, which you've been doing today, including the one site plan previously, you've made that motion saying that you have recommended to the town commission, you found that application was acceptable to this planning and zoning board, subject to the conditions of staff. And so we have been doing a lot of these processes, but we are now putting it in the code to establish a formal process. And that's what this code does. So if you have any questions concerning this ordinance, the town attorney and myself are here to answer any questions you may have.
So when you said they will come up and tell the truth and nothing but the truth, who are we talking about now? I missed that part.
Applicants.
Applicants, okay.
So if now in the audience, there was somebody that was gonna come forth and talk, the attorney would, swear everybody in the audience, to, swear that they'll tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Is there somebody in the audience that's gonna speak? No. Okay. There's nobody to swear. Done.
We have an obedient audience.
Yes.
Nothing to say.
You can open it up for public comment and close for public comment.
Open for public comment. Closed for public comment.
So now I'll ask each one of you if you've had any contact with the applicant, and you'll state yes or no. So state your name for the record, and have you had, so I'll start with Ms. Cunningham. Have you had any?
This one is, that was.
There's an administrative item.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah,
they
we
would
don't-
have to do it in,
No, this is the town's item.
oh, okay.
This is the
Sorry.
town's item to amend its own code.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
but it's good to get into the practice.
Huh?
It's good to get into the practice.
So now we're going to ask for discussions among the board?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys want to have
Any
the
discussions among the board?
No, I asked what I want to ask already
Yeah.
about that.
So now we need to make a motion to either deny or approve this 6.3 request.
Right.
Okay, I'll go then.
You don't have a choice.
Seems like it's only me.
But you're practicing.
I make a
Yeah.
motion to recommend approval of 6.3 with condition to the commissioner.
No, there's no conditions on
No
this?
condition.
Oh, I thought you
So-
said there was.
No.
Oh, sorry.
So it would just be a recommendation of approval to the town commission.
I make a motion to recommend approval of 6.3 based on the recommendation of the commissioners.
Or you're, board member, you're making you're making a motion to recommend approval of this item to the town commission.
Town commission. Okay.
Yeah, that other part doesn't apply on this one.
Oh, so tell me when it applies to this one. I make a motion to recommend approval 6.3 to the town commission.
Second. Discussion? Right? Discussion?
It's gone before.
Okay.
Roll call?
Motion made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Chairman Schrader. Chairman Schrader?
Yes.
Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. 6.4.
Great. Good evening, Chair, members of the commission. This is the last item for consideration for recommendations. This is actually an amendment to the sign code. I think last year, we brought to this board a sign code where you were able to have a small sign on the window or door that was lit to make sure that people knew that you were open. I didn't have to say that it was an open sign, if you remember, but each person could have like 2 square feet because a lot of folks have tinted glass, and when it gets dark at night, you don't know whether the business is open or not. So that was a code amendment because that came from a lot of business folks' requests, and that was approved. At that time, the Mayor Commission also requested that we add some additional changes to the code. So this one is for your consideration, and this is to allow LED lights, so the not very bright lights, and it doesn't spell out. It's really not signage. It's essentially illumination. So it would be able to allow you to outline your windows and your door on your business, and only the doors and windows that are facing the major street. And again, it's just another emphasis of allowing people that, hey, if your business is open, but you have dark tinted glass on your property, that people will still recognize that your business is open, and they can come in, especially in the wintertime when it gets dark early. So that is what this particular text amendment is trying to do.
So would that be a requirement?
It's not a requirement. It's optional for each individual business owner. They would just come in and make sure that they comply, make sure that it's not on a side street or not in the back, interfering with a resident. So that's why we want it up in the front.
It's almost like that open sign that has the light around where some of them have it.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Because sometimes people are driving around looking for a specific building, me included, and sometimes you can hardly read
You
the
can
signs.
see it, yeah, or
You can hardly
Or
see
you
the
can't
sign.
read
because
the
it
number
sits
of
far,
Yes.
sits
You can't
back.
read the number of the house. That one's really bad.
Yeah.
And most building, one if it doesn't have no sign or it's disappear, I mean, there should be a ordinance that they put it that everybody can see, rewrite it, redo it over or something like that.
Yeah. We could certainly look into that. All right.
Any discussion?
That's a discussion,
Huh?
right?
Yeah.
This was a discussion, I think.
Anything from the public?
Closed?
Why?
Public comments are closed.
There a motion?
You're the motion.
This is like the one that I just did, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve 6.4. I make a motion to recommend approval for 6.4 to the town commission.
Fantastic.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Chairman Schrader. Ms. Cunningham?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Chairman Schrader?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Do you have any other items or?
No, I think it's the only items. 7 is discussion. I do not have any items. Does the town attorney, any of the board members?
Do we make a,
You said most of these 6.1 to 6.4. Most of these has been passed through the commission already. It's just for them to come back and.
No, only one item has gone to the town commission once.
Okay.
So that was 6.2.
Oh, 6.1.
So 6.2, so it's an ordinance, so you have 2 readings. They have to have two separate meetings. So they had one meeting in is it still May? So they had their meeting in May, and then they're going to have another meeting in June. So it'll be first reading and then second reading, and then it'll become official at the second reading. And we wanted to make sure that the Planning and Zoning Board got to see that one. The other items on your agenda, the site plan, we're working with the town manager to see if we can actually get that onto the June agenda, because the town commission goes on summer break. The other 2 items, because they require 2 hearings, will most likely both move forward to the town commission after they come back from their summer break.
The one that is going to be on the June agenda, what is it about?
Which one? I'm sorry.
On the June agenda, what is it about?
The
6.1?
Oh, 6.
yeah 6.1. I'm sorry.
Okay.
what does the summer vacation mean, or the summer commission?
They're not talking to you for the summer.
They're
not gonna talk to you for the summer.
School is out.
They're gonna be out.
It's for the same amount of time?
Yeah. So they go on a break. Yeah. So they're there's a meeting. I guess there's no meetings in July, correct? And
They're going to go on summer break.
Yeah. So they don't go. They on break. They don't call you. I don't call them. We good. That type of thing.
but the rest of the staff still has to work.
All in favor to adjourn? Say
me?
aye. All in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Paulette, you did a very good job. It's okay.
You did a good job.
I
Good
need
job.